I belong in the UFC. I know where I'm headed. They speak on my age, man. You can't put age on greatness. The guys that's in the UFC now that's at my age, right? They've been there for a while. Let's see. Let's talk about Volk. Let's talk about Poirier. All them guys. Them guys been in the game for a while and in their very skilled, right? But they've been there for so long and they know what that feels like. I don't know what that feels like. I want to see what that feels like. And until I taste that, until I feel that, I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna continue to push until I get that.
Christopher de Santiago with MMA Islander, winner of 3 of his last 4 fights. We have on Alfred Fight Train Walker, who is set for his second main event of the year when he returns at Fury FC 93 against Lorram Esteves. Alfred, how's it going today?
Oh, blessed, brother. Blessed.
Awesome, man. Well, we were talking a little bit off camera, but how many weeks have you had to prepare for this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy and Lorram Esteves?
You know, with his name, about 7, 8 weeks. Before before we got his name, we was in the gym. I put a date in my mind, because I'm at that I'm at the mindset. I jumped back into MMA, 2, 3 years ago, and I gotta go on a tear. Everybody that comes in front of me, I can't, fight, take time off, jump back in the gym, train. I can't do that. I gotta go, 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 go. So any name that's thrown at me, I gotta accept. So I've been in the gym training, grinding. Getting my ground game better, working my wrestling, working my jujitsu. Which I really don't do. We don't do jujitsu. We do lucha livre where I'm from. Catch wrestling more so. In attack and kill.
Mhm. You're getting the main event spot again for a second time this year, man. What does it say about, you and the promotion for them to put your name as a headliner once again?
Man, I'm glad you asked that. My last 10 plus fights have been headliners. My name itself speaks for itself, but the world don't know who I am yet. They will find out soon. I come to create violence, man. I plan on finishing this guy. This guy is not ready. He's not on my level. He think he is. He ain't fought the competition that I fought, and he will find out who the freight train is come Friday night.
Mhm. And before we get into that, man, I want to kind of touch back with you on your last fight. We spoke before that. You took it on a week's notice, 8 days notice, something like that. Um, and you went 5 rounds of him, which is very impressive. And you were able to do your thing on the feet, but when it came to the ground, he had his way. But can you just talk to me a little bit more about that fight? How do you reflect on it?
Look at that fight. It opened up doors. It opened my mind. To be a better and smarter fighter. It ain't just about the fight, but the overall preparation. I cut 26 pounds in 7 days, made weight.
Wow.
There wasn't even any kind of training going into that fight. When I accepted the fight, my mind wasn't correctly right where it needed to be at the time. I had coaches telling me I shouldn't take the fight. There's things that I put in my training that lets me know if I'm in shape to fight a 5 round fight. And like those things was like, bro, we not there. But like the fighter inside of me was like, we can beat this guy. You know, uh, Going into the fight and seeing what happened, it ain't about just being that fighter. I got to be smart. This is a business situation more so than anything. Because my career is on stake. Uh, so fighting him was stupid, but seeing what I done, it allowed me to, if I stay in the gym, grind, 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 don't take those days off, don't take those breaks. You are a world champ. My striking is world class. Uh, Not too many people gonna be able to stand with me. Elijah Johns, he took me down and tried to hold me. He didn't want to try to grapple me. He just held me down. I even made it to where I was facing up, try to neutralize the ground to be stood back up and a rep didn't stand us back up. Any kind of camp, I finished that guy. Any kind of camp, I finished that guy. I give me 2 weeks to train for Elijah Johns, and he's finished within 2 rounds. No bullshit. You know, I touched him in the second round, and I didn't capitalize like I should have because I didn't train for a fight. You know, I got the call. And I got the cut and wait. It wasn't no, let's look at him, let's see what he do. You know, I just knew he wasn't on my level. But, you know, I'm a kickboxer by heart, you know, so I'm in the gym every day kickboxing. What that taught me is we good enough at kickboxing. Let's dial in on our ground. Let's dial in on our grappling and get better there and move forward, you know.
Mm-hmm. And coming from that kickboxing background, I asked Lorram if he's willing to stand and trade with you because he's primarily a grappler. He said that, that he's open to it, but,
Cool.
grappling is in his back pocket. Do you think he's going to stand and trade with you on Friday night?
You know, he will learn and he will find out. He'll go to trying to get a takedown. It'll probably go to the ground and I'll stand. We shall see how it plays out. He do not want to be in there with me. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Who have you been working with on your jiu-jitsu and your wrestling for this fight camp?
Hunter Colvin, guys that brothers jiu-jitsu, my Luther Livre coach, Ty Pilgrim, Cameron Bills, Dalton Fox. Man, I got a lot of guys back at home. Daniel Roberts, Matt Dixon. There's a lot of talent in Oklahoma, you know, around the Tulsa area, you know, that man, I want to put us on the map, you know. There's a lot of talent where I'm from. In come Friday night, I'm gonna show that we make noise in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. You said that you've had a lot of time to kind of look over him, like some time to prepare for him. Are you impressed with what you've seen from his fight tape? I believe he's on a 3-fight win streak.
Not at all. Not at all. He's a grappler, you know. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. His last guy was a trash can, you know, Marciano, whatever. He was like 8-8, you know. How can you? Yeah, you know, I don't want to speak bad about these guys, you know, but I know who I am as a fighter, and I know what I've been through. You know, I know who I fought. Uh, I want the best, man. I want the best, and you know, I look forward to fighting the best. I belong in the UFC. I know where I'm headed. You know, they speak on my age, man. You can't put age on greatness. You know, the guys that's in the UFC now that's at my age, right? They've been there for a while. Let's see. Let's talk about Volk. Let's talk about Poirier. You know, all them guys. Them guys been in the game for a while, and they're very skilled, right? But they've been there for so long, and they know what that feels like. I don't know what that feels like. I want to see what that feels like, and until I taste that, until I feel that, I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna continue to push until I get that.
For sure, man. And like another fighter that I talked to a lot in the past few years was Cody Gibson. He made it to the UFC at like 36 or 37 off the Ultimate Fighter. Does that kind of give you more motivation to be like, hey, I can still do this. I can still hang up the best. I can still get there.
I'm not gonna let nobody's opinion of what they think be an obstacle in my way. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm capable of. I know who I am as an individual. I know what I want. You know, as long as they give me fights, as long as they put these guys in front of me, I will continue to knock them down.
For sure, man. And do you feel? Oh yeah, go on. Were you trying to say? Were you
I
trying to say something?
I just got to make sure I'm smart on how I play my cards. You know, with my last situation with LFA, they knew they would have to give me some kind of short notice fight. You know, at that moment in time, I'm glad it happened the way it did because I will never accept another 8-day notice fight unless it's for the UFC or something like that. You know.
Mm-hmm. Do you like not to put focus off of Estevez, but is Contender Series a call to there, maybe like in the rearview mirror after a win here?
Oh yeah, man. I'm hunting. You know, I'm grinding. Whatever. Contender Series. You know, short notice UFC. I'll be ready. You know, I won't put myself in that position again to where they can give me a short notice call and I not show up. You know, I know who I am as a fighter. I know what I'm capable of, and I've trained with some of the best. You know, me at tip top shape, can't nobody beat me. Only I can beat me.
Mm-hmm. How does Alfred Walker get his hand raised on Friday night at the Boeing Center in San Antonio, Texas?
Just showing up, just showing up.
Awesome, man. What's gonna be your walkout song?
I actually got my own walkout song, Freight Train.
Oh,
That's it.
nice, nice. Did you have it for your last LFA title fight?
I did. I was actually trying to get a revamp, but guys back at home just didn't have enough time, man. You know, they had a lot going on at the moment, and I kind of got to them at a last minute situation, and probably the next fight I'll have a revamp Freight Train for sure.
Nice, man. Nice. Good to see that. And then you're from Oklahoma. Oh, nice. Very cool. I like the merch. Are you coming in from Oklahoma, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So is there like a Oklahoma versus Texas rivalry at play here, or what's going on with that?
Man, well, he's from Brazil, you know, so we can't really say,
True, true.
he's just another name. Uh, I did the whole Oklahoma versus Texas, and Oklahoma won. Uh, he's just another name, man. That's in my way. Freight trains coming to deliver ass whooping. That's it.
Hmm. Not that you need any more motivation, but do you kind of draw more motivation from fighting him in San Antonio because he currently lives there?
Yeah, it's his hometown. I'm sure his people gonna be there. I'll apologize after I get done whooping his ass. But I'll accept his fans.
Awesome, Alfred. And I think that's all the questions I had for you today. I just want to thank you again for the time. I know it's so close to fight week. Thank you. Is there anything that you want to say to the fans out there watching?
And for the ones that'll be there at the Boeing Center, appreciate the support. Alfred Walker _ MMA is my Instagram. Reach out. I want to thank all my sponsors. You see them in the back. Charlie's Chicken Runts, Freight's Power Washing Slims Mobile Detail, Brown Shoe Fit, Brothers Jiu Jitsu, Three Rivers, Boomerang, Green Street Dispensary, Freight Train MMA. Anyone that's been part of this camp, no matter if you was there just to give me advice. I appreciate everything. It comes from the heart, and I accept it from the heart. So appreciate all my fans. Freight Train on the rise, baby.